Hey, fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight, and welcome to another edition of Eagles Talk upon further review, where we will talk about the Eagles' past game versus the Dallas Cowturds, and we came out victorious. But boy, oh boy, was it an ugly game, a very ugly game, and it was a game that I still don't feel good about. I still have a bad taste in my mouth over Sunday's game. So we're going to talk about what happened Sunday, and what direction this team is going into as they go into their bye week. There's no game this Sunday. Thank God after what we just saw. Thank God there's no game this Sunday. I am continually on my sober November, not sober October, but I'm still on my sober November. Fifth day in, I'm doing good, and like I said, I will bring on guest shot takers that will take shots for me since I'm not drinking this month. And I have two of our original regulars too, faithful original regulars here that's going to be taking shots for me, and I'll bring them on in just a sec. But guys, what's going on? The Sandlin boys, Pat and Shell, what's going on, guys? How do you guys feel after Sunday's win?
Just happy to be here. Win is a win. It's 90 feet to first base.
What? We're talking football. He's bringing a baseball analogy. I love it. Yo, we good over this side, man.
He didn't even have a shot yet.
Yeah, it's a lot to digest with this guy here with his analogies, and let's get into this thing, man.
All right, man. All right, so let's start this first quarter.
You're now listening to the first quarter.
All right, if you are a regular to Eagles Talk, you understand that we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage, which I am not doing, but we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots at the beginning of each quarter, which this show is divided into 4, just like a real game. So since I'm not taking shots, well, I'm taking a shot of water, I have people come on to take a shot for me. So let me bring in, you guys usually see them in the chat room, but you're going to see them live and in person. First, let me bring on one, Christopher Burton. Y'all usually see him in there. Yo.
Yeah. Hey.
Christopher Burton is volunteered to come on and take shots for me, and the one and only, our biggest fan, JT. JT's in the house.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, baby?
What's up?
Now, see, the soundboard guy would have gave you a round of applause.
I was, but he can't say.
Let me just do it.
He hit it, but JT was talking.
Right, don't worry about it, JT. I'll give you a round of applause. All right, man. JT, my man.
On the play.
No, Dante, I got something. I got one. Just for the
What's that?
I'm a cop, and you will respect my authority.
I'm a soundboard guy, so you.
All right. So you gotta turn it up a little bit more too. So,
I know. That was a little
thank you guys for coming on and taking shots for me, because I'm not taking them. And I said I had a surprise for you, JT. And I said that your glass would be appropriate, Christopher, and your glass will be appropriate because we have a bye week. We're not going to be here on Sunday, right?
No.
Right?
You know, so this will be the last time you guys see us for a whole week. So why don't we just double it up?
I'm with that.
Just double it up. We're going to take a shot for today's show and the show we're going to miss on Sunday. That's what we're going to do here.
Wait 1 minute.
That's what we're going to do here.
Y'all see that, right? Y'all see that. That's how much I got in there already.
Wait 1
Already.
minute. So, I did the sober October.
You just got to catch up.
Wait a minute. So
Right.
me getting back into this thing, I got to slowly get back into it.
All right. And JT was talking. He was bragging pregame and all this. All right, JT. All right, there you go. So get your double. Get ready. Double shots. Here we go. All right. So get your. I'm doing nothing but water. All right. So you have to tell me what you're doing, JT. What you doing? And look
I'm
at
doing
his beautiful
Terramata.
shot glass. He's doing
I'm doing
Terramata.
Terramata Blanco
All right, Blanco.
tequila. Yeah.
Chris, what are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing Terramana Reposado.
All right, he's doing tequila. And what are my co-hosts doing over there?
We're doing the Maker's Mark, and I got 2 bottles.
Maker's Mark. Oh,
got
he's
one
not
bottle.
going to. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be a good show.
Yeah.
Shell is not going to make it
Don't
to
get
the
me
end.
fucking
All right, here we
serious.
go. So here's the first one. Here's the first shot. Let's do the first shot. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. All right, quickly re-up. Quickly re-up.
Re-up.
Re-up. Yeah, doubles.
Yeah, doubles. Re-up. Everybody,
Oh
yeah, look,
no, y'all tripping.
my guest shot takers
Oh
are
yeah.
on.
Yeah. Hey, this grown man today. This grown man radio right here.
All right, here we go. And here's the second. All right, wait a minute. There we go. We're
Yeah,
going to have
that's
some
enough right there. What you
lively
doing, man?
conversation today. We're going to have some lively conversation.
Yeah.
All right, now the second one. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
Oh man.
Yo, Dante, I told you I had a surprise for you too, for the group too. I'm gonna bring my precious out. Now get ready for my precious.
All right.
Pat's seen it already. This is my precious.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That is great. Yo,
Full
that's.
scale Super Bowl trophy. Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh,
That is
that
nice.
is great.
That is nice.
That is
I
great.
did see it before, but I was kind of intoxicated probably last time I saw it.
All right,
It's
so
not wrong with that. It's not wrong
let's
with
jump
that.
right into it, fellas. We had a, it was a bad game. I mean, we beat the Cowboys. That's the best thing that came out of Sunday night's game is that we beat the Cowboys. But it was not pretty in any stretch of the imagination. It was so ugly. I didn't even go back and watch it over. I usually go back and watch it. I did not watch that.
Yeah.
That was
That was a tough watch.
trash.
was a
I
tough
could
watch.
not go watch it over, and I was not going to watch it over. But let me get the feelings of our guest shot takers again. Thank you guys, and everybody out there. Remember to drink responsibly. Let me get your take on the game. A brief take on what you saw on Sunday, JT.
Well, Sunday's game was definitely a game that was just slow. I think Carson Wentz need to get it together. I don't know if he want to get it together. He need to get Nick Foles out of his mind and 2017 out of his mind and get it going. So my take on the whole game, we won. I'm good with that.
All right, short and sweet. I like that, JT. Thank you so much. Chris, so JT, I'm gonna put you back in the lobby. We'll bring you back when it's time to take shots again. So get yourself ready. All right, Chris, what do you see? What did you see in Sunday's game?
Oh man. Well, in the words of Shell, a win is a win is a win. No matter how you get it, it's a win.
It's
But I
90
will-
feet to first base.
But I will say this though. I don't know what's going on with Carson, but I will say he is a good quarterback, but he needs to have some better coaching and have somebody to put some fire up under his butt. Because if you look at the stats, him compared to the quarterback of Dallas, they're basically the same, and that's not good for a fifth-year quarterback at all.
Yeah,
It's not.
No, it was not, and we're going to delve deeper into that in just a sec. Thank you, Chris, and we'll see you in the second quarter also.
Yeah. Unless you hold up with those shots.
Yeah. All right, let me go to
Open your second
our
bottle.
our
open
other
my second
co-hosts,
bottle
the
yet.
people
Let me
the
open my
people
bottle.
that are in the chat room. Let me go to them. And the first person in the room tonight was Drexel Davis. Good evening, fellas. Good evening, Drexel.
What's up,
Thanks for
Drexel?
being
Good evening, man.
so
Thanks for
early
coming up.
and
Yep.
prompt.
Yeah.
First one in the room. Second was Daphne Nicole. What's up, Daphne? Thanks for joining us. She's a regular too. JT is also in the room. He's not only on your screen, but he's in the chat room with you guys. Frank was fourth. He says here. Kevin Johnson says, "What's good, Eagles Nation? DMV Eagles Nation in the house." That's
Definitely.
right. Brian Ballard is there. Upon further review, we're the best dumpster fire in the NFC East.
Hey, that's all we gotta be. The best dumpster fire in NFC East at
As
the end
long
of
as
the
we
season.
burn slow, we all right.
Anais is in the house. He says, "Bye weeks equals chemistry. Get healthy week. Go Birds."
Yeah.
It should equal get your ass out there and work harder week. That's what it should. This team does not deserve a week off after what I saw in this past game, man. This was horrible. And like Chris said, I didn't know who was the rookie quarterback and who was the fifth-year starting quarterback. I couldn't tell by looking at this game. I could not tell. And if I had to pick, if I had to close my eyes or close my ears and pick, I would have said that Dallas's quarterback was the fifth-year starter because he didn't turn the ball over 4 times. He did not turn the ball over 4 times and then have his defense under so much pressure, and which they performed. Hats off to them. Give them a round of applause. The defense did.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, of
Go
course
ahead.
you can.
All right, they didn't perform. They showed up to class. It's an open book test. You're playing defense against the Cowgirls. They got one offensive player that we had to worry about, Ezekiel Elliott, and he had his and he had his
they got a little bit more than that.
They got more than
feelings.
one. They got
Whoa,
way.
Kimasabi.
Yeah,
He in his
yeah.
feelings.
I'm about to throw a flag on you
He
saying
in his
that.
feelings. All we had to do was show up.
But you know what?
So Cooper is not a player.
He doesn't scare me.
You know what?
CeeDee Lamb is not a player.
To come to my brother's defense, on
CeeDee
this
Lamb
one,
could have been an Eagle.
Gallup,
I don't even
Gallup
get me
is not a
started.
player.
Wait.
Gallup is not a player.
To come to my brother's defense, Cooper
All
is
right.
not. When it comes to big time games, Cooper is a small time.
Yeah,
player.
when the lights
And we all know
come
that.
on, Cooper.
But besides that, Gallup is a big time player. CeeDee Lamb
is becoming
even though he's a rookie, he is a big time player. So for
what
you
I'm
to
saying, these guys are weapons. All right.
Yes,
So
yes, he has
you know,
weapons.
if this was any other team besides the Cowturds down to their third string quarterback, we would have been. Was no way we'd have been in that game.
No, we would
in
have
the
lost.
first half. It would have been
We'd have
blown
lost.
out. We'd have
We'd
been
have
blown
lost.
out
Yeah.
with 3 turnovers in the first half, giving them the ball
Yeah.
deep in our territory.
I would have been
With
getting popcorn.
Aaron Rodgers, it would have been 30 points
Well,
in the first half.
with the positive viewpoint, you know, we're the first team since 1982 to have 4 turnovers.
I knew you was going to say that.
And
Go ahead.
still win the game.
Still win the game.
Still win
I'm
the
not,
game by
I'm not
double
hear- I'm
digits.
Not, I'm not trying to hear
By
that. I'm not
double
hearing that today.
digits.
I am not hearing that.
So, what I want to say, I have this objective view about Carson Wentz a little bit. I think what he was doing, he knew this team had a historically bad defense, and he wanted to just do stuff to see what would happen. You know, when you playing your little brother and you know you're better than him, you say, you know what, let me see if I could just high step around him. And next thing you know, he's tackling you, and now he's better than you. You know, that's what Carson.
No more drinks
Yeah,
for
man.
Patrick.
That's what Carson Wentz is doing.
You just got a 9-year-old flashback.
He's doing what again? Hold on, I want to hear this.
He's got a 9-year-old
Let
flashback.
him speak so I can clearly
All right.
hear this nonsense that he's talking. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let you speak the nonsense while I go get my boots so I can wade through this bullshit that you did.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
We said
I got you.
Because I don't want to get this on. I don't want to get this on my J's. I got my J's on, and this bullshit you shoveling, I don't want to get it on my J's. So go and finish.
I love
Finish
this soundboard.
Go
Listen,
ahead, finish. What do you say?
yeah, I
you
wanna
know
hear
what?
this.
I had to throw my flag on myself. I was trying to be so positive about Carson Wentz and talk about what he was trying to do. No, man, I did go back and look at that goddamn game and then to see what this idiot did. All right. That first fumble was so idiotic. For some reason, something is going on in his head that's making him rush through progressions, to making him rush in his head when all he has to do is relax. Aaron from Green Bay said it the best. Relax. He's not relaxing, and you can see it in his eyes. You can see it in the way he's in the pocket. You can see even when he's getting outside the pocket.
Yep.
Nobody's around you. Nobody's around you.
You see
You can
ghosts.
scramble for 2 yards.
You see ghosts.
You're seeing ghosts, or you're seeing players that are not there, and you're trying to make something happen. That first fumble turnover was on you. Like, it wasn't on, the receivers not getting open. They ran a deep post and a deep seam, and it was mass protection. It was a mass protection. It was nobody else. It was 2 receivers. It was 2 receivers in the route. And you scramble to the side where both receivers are not even in the picture. All right, so yes, I threw a flag on myself. I was trying to be objective about Carson Wentz being positive, say he was just doing stuff to be, because Dallas is so bad he could do this, but you can't do that against bad teams and think you can survive the game.
Yeah, this, you know, think about this. It was what, 23-9, right? 23-9, am I correct? Or 25-9?
23-9, you right?
23-9.
23-9.
And, and we needed a touchdown from our defense to give us that margin. This offense only scored 15 points against the woefully cow turds
They
who
giving up
have no
30.
defense. They give up points. They give up points like free government cheese out here, and we couldn't get any of that.
Like
We
PUA
could not
check.
take of it. Yes, we could not take advantage of that. That did not look good, man. That looked
It's
good
sad.
on so many
Yeah,
fronts.
it's really sad. It's really sad. And like Dante said, how bad, historically bad did we look? Even though we won this game by double digits, I joke and say, this haven't happened since 1982. But to turn around and say this is a product we put it on the field,
I'm gonna say this. This is another outlet. I'm not going to say who they are, but I can say a gentleman named Stephen A. Smith says we need to have the same enthusiasm and the same energy against this guy as we had against Donovan McNabb.
I totally agree with that.
When he had a bad game.
I totally agree with that. I'm not going to sit here.
When this gentleman has a bad game, nobody says nothing bad about him. But when McNabb had a bad game,
Hold on, we say a lot of bad about.
Hold
Carson.
up, wait a minute. Who
We
you
do
talking
say-
about? Who's this they people?
we do say.
Oh, I mean, who? Hold on. This is the end of the first quarter.
Wait, let me end this score.
End
Let me
the
end this
first
score because you got two other people that's about to come on.
I know,
about to come at you. Let me
All
end
right,
this
in the
quarter.
quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
Feel about shot.
All right,
glass
so
up,
let me,
man.
everybody get their shots
Get the
ready.
rest
As
of
I,
that in
as
that
I
bottle.
ask Shell again, who are these they people who don't eat Carson Wentz up? Because the last I checked on Eagles Talk, I never hesitate to call him on
we
the
don't.
carpet.
We don't.
Okay, all right, okay,
We
all
don't.
right. Well,
We
then we
don't.
don't need to hear from the they. We
All
don't need
right.
to hear
All
from
right.
the
I'll
they. Because
apologize.
we are the we. And
All
we going to eat his ass up, and it's
All
going to begin in this second quarter.
All right,
So
I
let me bring my
apologize.
guest shot takers back up on the screen. JT, there you are. Chris, there you are.
That's
and
enough.
we're gonna, and you guys got your shots ready.
Stop bitching.
All right, you
What's
start
up?
the second. You start the second quarter.
Right now.
Right
You're
now.
now listening to the second quarter.
All right, you're listening to the second quarter of Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook that's by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. And we're talking about our Philadelphia Eagles, our favorite football team, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. But since I'm practicing sobriety in the month of November, I brought on my guest shot takers for me. That's Christopher Burton and JT Smith. Thank you guys for joining us. And there's
Yeah,
not only
yeah.
a game this Sunday. We're off. There's no game this Sunday, so we're
Double
doubling
shots.
up. It's Double Shot Thursday here.
They crazy.
And my guest shot takers have agreed to do that. So here we go with the first one. Everybody down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. Load up again. I'm loading up on my water.
Yeah, you going to sleep. you going to sleep.
Yeah, he's
going
gonna
to
go to
sleep.
sleep. He's not. He's like
Do a half
he's
shot.
not
Half-
gonna make it.
Why you doing full shot? Do a half shot.
you
All
know,
right, there you go.
This
There
is
you go.
probably
Hey,
the quarter
he's
where
grown man.
Shell
He's grown man,
trades he trades Jason Peters for Saquon Barkley. This is the quarter where that's going to happen. All right, okay, here we go. Here our second shot down the hatch.
Yo,
3, 2, 1.
I gotta do it.
Well, let me tell you something. You need to change that right now and put Carson Wentz in there because that's the way he's playing right now. We need one of those chants right now, and that's what we're going to talk about in the second quarter. What the hell is wrong with our quarterback? And can it be fixed? Can it be fixed? All right, I'm going to start with you, Christopher Burton. What's going on? What's wrong with Carson?
Carson, he's I've heard a lot of Eagles fans say this. He's a deer in headlights.
Yes.
He's very antsy, and he wants to get that home run off the first play. You can't do that. You got to take a couple of pitches, see what the defense gives you, and take what they give you. If they give you 2, they give you 3, take it. You can't go the whole 100. Just take what they give you. I mean, it's simple. It's simple, but he wants to go for the gusto off the gate. And you can't do that. You can't do that.
No, he wants to go for the home run all the time. We've been talking about this, and then I'm frankly I'm tired of talking about it till a fifth year quarterback. Now one thing about it, if he was hitting on a higher percentage of those home run plays, we probably would be sitting here saying he was the greatest quarterback in the world. But unfortunately, he's not hitting on hardly any of them,
No, he's
and
not.
his stats suck. His stats prove that he is not an elite quarterback. And at this point in the season, we can't even say he's an above average quarterback. We can't even call him an average quarterback. What's your take on it, JT?
I now understand why Carson Wentz was snubbed in the best 2020 quarterback. I now understand. I understand why he was snubbed. But my question is, why you don't run when you see a Mack truck coming? You hold him to the ball. I don't understand the man. I really truly don't. I would eat it for breakfast.
I love you, JT, because you talk the way I talk. He talked the way I talk.
I'm just saying. I would eat it for breakfast coming off the zero hole. I would eat them up. It's just that. It's just that simple.
Well, thanks, guys. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the third quarter. Hold it down. All right, guys. What's wrong with Carson Wentz, man? Can he be fixed, or is this it? Is this the Carson Wentz we're going to see for the rest of it? Was it just a flash in the pan? 2017, 11-2, 31-7. Was that a flash in the pan? And this is what we're going to see for the rest of his career?
I'm gonna say this: they gotta get a coach that does nothing but develop quarterbacks.
Get a coach. They got 6 coaches on the opposite side of the ball. What do you mean, get a coach?
All right. He's a bum. I was trying to be nice about it. He's a bum. We gotta get him out of here, man. Get rid of trade him now. Get something for him.
Unfortunately, the trade deadline is up, so you're not trading.
All right. Let me hear what the people saying, man. This is not just about us. All right, Matt, thoughts on Dougie P having them come in during the bye week? What will it fix the issues in that short of time? You know what? I'm gonna postpone this question, Matt, because we have a segment where we're going to talk about some of that. So, but a good question, great question. Mm-hmm. And Rashad, my neighbor, Giants fan here, says at least he's better than Daniel Jones.
Y'all draft Daniel Jones over what's his name? Deshaun Watson. So
I know,
stop
right?
it.
That was
stop it.
All right, look. Carl says Carlson is becoming a cancer.
I don't know. I don't think he's that he has that mentality in the locker room of a cancer type player. I think he's more macho, type A personality. As a star quarterback in the NFL, you got to have that type A personality.
That's true.
You got to have that little edginess to yourself. But I don't think he's that type person. When you actually physically talk to him and hear him talk, he doesn't have that edginess to him.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna make a case for why he's going to be a cancer, because you gotta believe that the defense is not happy with the way he's playing in terms
of course not.
over
of course not.
at an alarming rate.
We play defense, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And if we get the ball back to you, and next thing you know, we gotta go back on the field. And we're tired.
We don't like them guys.
Right, exactly.
we don't like
them guys.
This is the
we
perspective.
doing our job. Y'all can't. You got one job.
Listen,
get 3 yards. If you get 3 yards every down, is a first down.
Listen, if anybody want to have a perspective of how it feels to play defense, and if you never played a game of football or any other sports, right? It's actually 3 outlets you can go find out there. The program,
yes.
Any given Sunday,
yes.
And this football show that used to come on ESPN. I forget, it's called The Game, I think it was. It used to be on ESPN, all right? Those actually depicted the defense and offense, how they were separate. Even though there's one team, we were one
separate,
team.
yeah.
We were 2 separate entities. All right.
All right. So you're helping me make my point here that he's going to become a cancer in the locker room.
I was giving you some ammunition. I give you some ammo.
I agree with him. He was giving you some ammo.
I was giving you some ammo. I was giving you some ammo.
Can at least I shoot my own bullets? Can I do that?
Pause.
All right.
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Giving me the ammo. I'm trying to shoot my bullets, but
yo. What you do with your bullets is your bullets.
All All right. So look, this is what I'm saying. I'm making the case that he can become a cancer in the locker room.
He can.
With
He
this,
can.
with his carelessness with the football, the defense side is not going to be very happy about that. And then when you follow it up every week by saying that you're not going to change, see that just blows my mind. When
Yeah.
you say in one
Yes.
breath, it's like you're talking out of both sides of your mouth here. In one breath, you're saying, "Oh, I know I got to get better. I can't turn the ball over and all that." But
But
I'm gonna remain aggressive because I can't. I'm gonna remain aggressive and I want to give my guys a chance to go make plays. That's saying I'm not. I understand I need to do a better job, but I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing that makes that's messing up. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep having the same mindset that has me turning the ball over, but I know I gotta do a better job. How can you do both? You can't do both. You can't tell me you got to do better, but I'm going to go out there and be the same guy. He cannot be the same guy. We need him not to be the same guy. Okay? And then I'm listening to Doug Peterson and I understand why he has this mindset because Doug Peterson backs him up. Doug Peterson comes on and what does he say? Well, I'm not happy with him and all, but I just want I just want him to remain himself and be aggressive. And so we see that they're on the same page. They're on the same
it's
page.
the damn
Now
ice
here's my
cream.
question. What
I'm sorry.
like I
Ice
said
cream.
this at the beginning of the quarter here. Can he is 2017, is that a flash in the pan? Or is this the quarterback we're going to see for the rest of his career? Because he
Well,
seems stubborn right now. He seems like he's not going to change that. We've heard it for 5 games, the same excuse over and over and over. So is this going to be the way he is for the rest of his career? Or are we going to, or can he return to that level in 2017? Tell me.
the only way he can return to that level that we've been logging for him to return to prior to injuries is that he gets it in his head that you know what the shorter yardage, the shorter pass is the better play. The
Now, how does
safer
he get that
pass,
in his head? Because
it's
that's going to be my
mental.
next point.
It's
It's,
mental.
it's, it's
First
not.
of all,
I
It's not.
mean,
It's not mental.
no, yes, it is.
It's
mental.
coaching.
It's coaching.
coaching.
All right,
It's
stop,
coaching.
Pat,
It's
stop,
coaching.
Pat. I want to hear from my man now. Stop.
All right.
You're going down the rabbit hole. I want to go down, Shell. What do you say? What?
It's,
How
it's
is he
coaching.
going to get in his head?
Listen. John Gruden said a long time ago, a 3-yard run is a good run. A 4-yard pass is a good pass. It's football. It's progressive. As long as you're consistently moving the ball, that's all it is. And if the coach doesn't get that through his head, then we got something. We got something in college and high school. No matter what type of athlete he is, he has to be coachable. That means if I tell him to do something by the second time and he doesn't get it, I can't coach him.
That's what I'm talking about.
I
Now
can't
that's
coach
where I'm
him.
going at. Now
All right,
that's
so
where
you
I'm
going to
going.
coaching. I understand you
coach
going to
him.
coaching. I'm
I
always
can't
saying
coach.
coaching.
You gotta be coachable.
The minute that you're on that field, the minute
I've
that you're
been
on your
the
field,
field. We've been on the
the
field
minute that
together.
you're on the field, and you know this, we know this. Since you start thinking about your coaching, the minute that you start thinking about your coaching, the game has passed you by. Correct?
That's true.
Correct? You can't
true.
be thinking.
You got to do it.
You just got to do.
And
It's a
if
reactionary
if
thing.
he's at this point,
But my
if he's in
point
the
is,
if he's in the
you
NFL
can't
at this
do
point,
what
if he's
you're
in,
not being taught.
but
Okay.
I'm gonna say this too, Don. If you're in the NFL, just like I played arena ball for 4 different teams over the course of 9 years. When you're playing that game and you got to think about it, it's the game's past you. You should be able.
I
to do it.
understand that.
You should
Listen
be
to
able to
this.
do it.
Listen to this. When you can't do something unless you're taught it, right?
Okay.
You can't do it unless it's drilled into you. And that's what I mean taught. I mean
Okay.
drilled into
Okay.
you. When you're coming in, you're working on the same thing. If I see that that's your problem, guess what we working on every practice?
Your problem.
Your problem. We're working on that. I'm
So throwing the
drilling
ball
it.
away. So throwing the ball
Yes.
away.
We're working on you
Even though
not
he
throwing the
leads the
ball
league
away,
in throwing the-
improving that.
Even though
That's
he
what I'm
leads the
talking
league in
about.
throwing the
I'm
ball
drilling
away.
you on not throwing the ball away. And I'm coming up with why are you throwing the ball away, first of all. We can see some of it as fundamentals mechanics.
Yes.
So I'm drilling you on mechanics. So much so that when you get in the game, hopefully you're not thinking about mechanics because we have drilled you over and over. It just
Timeout.
becomes second
Timeout.
nature.
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
I understand
No.
that. They
What
did that
what
with
did the guy
Markel
say?
Fultz. They did that with Mark Carroll Fultz. They
No,
drilled
this
him on
ain't.
his
But
formation.
this
They
ain't Sixers talk though.
We
This
talking
is
about
Eagles
basketball.
talk.
We talking
This
about
is
basketball.
Eagles
We
talk.
talking about
And
your
the same
forwards.
thing you said you loved about the cut that I played from the secondary coach. It said you practice it until you
Yes.
don't get it wrong.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, you have to have him practice it till he
Until you
doesn't
don't
get it wrong. And
I
I
love
don't
that.
think that, and I don't think going back to the coaching, I don't think that this coaching staff, his immediate surroundings is tough enough on him.
I'm just gonna
I
walk out.
know
Give me a shot,
I sound like a broken record because I always bring up this guy, Don DiFilippo and Frank Wright.
I
But
agree
when
with
they
that.
were there, they drilled him on fundamentals, and his mechanics. They worked on, and I don't know. I don't know for sure because I'm not in the building, but I know from what I see that I don't think it's being done like that now.
No, it's not.
Because
It's
he
not.
has regressed. He has regressed. I agree with you when you say that he has to, part of it is him. But I think a great part of it is coaching him. And I don't know if this coaching staff is good for Carlson.
It's elite enough.
No, the coaching staff is not
it's
elite.
elite
It's
enough.
the thing about the coaching staff doesn't have the ability to give the information like Frank White did. All right, listen, we talk about DiFilippo. DiFilippo was okay, was an okay quarterbacks coach, but Frank White was the catalyst. Well,
no, from the reports I heard, DiFilippo was the one that was getting in his ass. And
yeah,
practice.
he was getting his ass, but Frank White was the one to say, you know what? If you don't listen to the guy that's giving you the information, therefore you cannot be a starter in this league. You got to understand something. Yes, it's not just a one person thing. It's a team thing.
Team effort.
This is a team
Right,
effort.
right.
And
All right,
it's
let's end the
same thing
quarter.
with
In the quarter. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off, but let's
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, so let me go to some comments before we start the second quarter because I feel like I've been ignoring these guys and they've been talking. They have some good comments out here. So Ricky Long says our defense is on the field too much. It reminds me of Chip being our coach again. Yeah, I mean a little different, but yeah, I get the understanding. They're on the field a lot, not because we're running up tempo. They're on the field a lot because our quarterback keeps giving the ball to the opposite team. So yeah, it's the same philosophy. I get you on that.
Yeah.
Kyle O'Brien, Doug should take some of the blame for the offense struggling. His play
Yes,
calling is questionable.
yes. I
And we're
wanted
going
to
to
get
get
to
right in
that
that in the third
so
quarter.
badly.
Jeremiah says his football IQ has not been on point.
Not
And
even close.
where do you get? I mean, I think he's a smart guy, man, but I can't help but think that coaching is not helping him.
I don't
this
agree.
point.
I don't agree.
Coaching is not helping.
Don't
You don't
agree.
think that he's smart?
We could talk
don't
about
agree.
that. We could.
All right,
we could
Carlson
definitely-
is
we
not
def-
our
we definitely
franchise
could debate that.
quarterback. I have not seen it in him since we drafted him with or without the line. He is not it for us. Ooh, that's a bold statement right there. I
That's a
haven't gone
bold
that
statement.
far. Todd Corliss, what quarter is this? Ready for a shot? Oh, this is about to be the third quarter, and this is double shot Thursday, so you can catch up very quick.
Hey, Chris is coming back in. He just dropped off. He'd be right back in.
Yeah, I know. Can we all agree on something? We are complaining about the offense this year, not the defense. Well, more of the offense, but everybody gets a little bit of blame.
Defense.
Everybody gets a little blame.
gunpowder to go around for
Yeah,
everybody.
because we are horrible in all statistical categories. So everybody gets a little blame. Steve says, all in all, it's systematic breakdown. Everyone in the franchise is responsible. These Eagles are not the same 2017 Eagles. We know that. So the third quarter, we're going to start talking about who's to blame.
Let's
Who's
bring
to
Chris
blame
in.
for some
Let's
of
bring
this.
Chris in here. Let's bring JT in here.
All right, let's bring our
because
guest shot takers back in here.
I'm supposed to be holding out. I'm not supposed to be drinking.
I got to do better. I got to be smarter.
$100 million man, really?
That dude is a brat. I think Doug just brat him out. He don't make him do anything. He causes just like Dante made a good synopsis about JP when he was supposed to start at right guard, and he wanted more money to start left tackle. Dude, you're a player. You do what the coach tell you. I just don't
that's what
understand it.
thought.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Being on the other side, wearing a helmet. You know what I mean? You don't know how long you're gonna play that game with that helmet on. You want to get you want to get as much money as you can. Whenever these guys get their bonuses I applaud because no matter what, you could be playing a day and be washing cars tomorrow. The game still will go on. I want
Yes.
these
That's
guys.
right.
I want
I
these
mean,
guys to get
and
as much
that's your
money as
job. I
possible.
mean,
I
you're
will
right.
always,
That's your
I will
job.
always
my
But
want
point,
my
to play.
job, if I'm the coach and I'm management, my job is for you to play where I want you to play. So I understand it's a give and
that's
go.
right.
You're
Yeah,
looking at it
it's
from
a give and go.
you know,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, it's give and take. I know you're looking at it from that side. I'm looking at it from the fan, and I don't really pretty much care about your money. You got way more money than I got.
But you
So,
gotta
I mean,
understand something. The
I'm not
game.
I'm not sympathetic to millionaires. I'm
Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm
What you
just
gotta
not.
understand,
All
No,
the
right.
game
no,
So
my point.
takes
No,
you
my
like
anyway,
point. No, my point. No, my point was that I think Carson is just a brat, and he just get his way. Coach say, "Hey, throw the ball away." He get in the game. Don't throw the ball away. I mean,
You
I
know
don't
what?
understand it.
Chris got a
I got
point.
I got something on that.
all
Go
right,
ahead.
guys. Let me just pause you for a second because we gotta take these shots first. Um, come on. Everybody, get your shots ready. You're watching Eagles Talk, the number one Eagles coverage show on Facebook by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. We like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we
We
enjoy
get
our
drunk.
favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. I'm not drinking. I'm practicing
We getting
sobriety in the
wasted.
month of November, and they are getting wasted. You can start to hear the little
Yo,
slur
you gotta
coming
drink
in. All
water
right,
after this one,
but
all right?
um,
No, no, you
so
got.
we are doing double. I got my guest shot takers here since I'm not drinking in the month of November, and they're going to take shots for me. And we're not going to be on Sunday because there's no Eagles game. So we're doubling up. It's Double Shot Thursday. Join us and drink responsibly. So our guest shot takers are drinking tequila. My co-hosts over here are drinking what's that? Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark whiskey.
Maker's Mark whiskey, and
Why you
he's
gotta
not going.
gotta give the whole name of it? Make it. We know what Maker's Mark is. We know it's a whiskey.
Okay, all right,
Like
all
you
right.
want to get the rest of
So
the ingredients in it?
let's do shot number one. Let's do shot number one. Everybody, raise your glass to the Philadelphia Eagles. And let me get my water ready. All right. So here we go. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Pull that skirt up.
Yeah,
Run
no.
it back.
You need to.
All right. And here we go. Second one down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. That's the news break saying, guess what? Pat's tapped out.
Pat's
All right, so
stepped out.
here we go. So the third quarter, we're going to talk about
Dante, let me do something. Let me stop you real quick.
You're now listening to the third quarter.
All right, I should have prefaced this. I prefaced my statement or comments about Carson by saying that I still have a slight, a slim glimmer of hope that he can return to the 2017 form. With each week, though, that glimmer of hope or that light gets dimmer and dimmer. Although I still think that it's somewhere it's still in him, and I see flashes of it sometime, the more we go along and the more I see this inconsistency by him, the more I'm going to have to change, and I'm going to have to. I'm already beyond calling him an elite. Now I would call him an elite quarterback in 2017. I can't even call him above average right now because I can't go off of his past performances. I have to go off of what I see this year and what I see now. And right now, and especially last game, he's not a very good quarterback right now. He is a below average quarterback at the moment. Hopefully he can get it back. And I think, like I said before, that a big part of that is the way he's going to be coached. And I don't know if he has the coaches around him that's going to bring out the best in him. He can't do it himself. You can see the arrogance in him, and you can see that he's kind of stubborn, and he likes what he's doing. He just thinks that it's just a matter of more work with these guys, and that's going to turn everything around. But it's not. You see the way he's turning the ball over. That's not going to. His receivers running crisper routes are not going to make him throw the ball away. You understand what I'm saying? Like his receivers getting wide open is not going to make him hold the ball, take a fumble and all. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some things that he has to get straight within himself, and I think he has to be coached up to be able to do that. And I don't know if Doug Peterson or Press Taylor are tough enough or hard on him enough to get him to change around.
They're not. JT sit there. He's a brat. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They don't hold Carson accountable for his actions, and they just allow him to get on these interviews and keep saying the same thing over. As Eagles fans, we tired of hearing it. You know, we definitely tired of hearing it. And I love Carson Wentz. I love Carson Wentz, but at the same time, man, it's getting tough. I put a post in the group like I don't want to say it, you know, but go ahead, Chris, because you was saying something.
All right, go
Okay,
ahead, Chris.
first of all, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
got
can hear you.
got you.
Okay, cool. Because I was having some technical difficulties. A friend of mine, Dallas Cowboy fan, kept paging me on Facebook Messenger.
You got to put.
Of
All
course.
right, I
You
should
gotta
have
block.
told
You gotta block
You
him.
got to put your phone on do not disturb
Yeah.
while you're on the show.
Okay, I'll remember that next time. I'll remember that next time. But seriously, Carson Wentz, and harping back to what Shell said a few weeks ago, we don't have a culture. And basically, you need, and I quote The Rock, you need somebody to put boots to asses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was,
That's
I
You
was
need
getting
to
ready to say that.
have somebody to hold you accountable at every position that you play, whether you're
That's right.
on the field or off the field,
Gotcha.
because you don't know when your number is going to be called.
Yep.
Me personally, I play high school football. I wasn't privileged enough or athletic enough or academically eligible to play in college, but I have played the sport, so I do know and I understand when somebody goes down that's ahead of you, you are up next.
Yeah.
And if you aren't that guy to hold that position down, guess what? That
You out-
third
you out
stringer
of
or fourth stringer, or whatever the case may
Yeah.
be,
You out of here.
is going to take your spot.
You out of here.
Yep.
So we need some coaches to basically be like, if you aren't the guy, if you aren't the leader that we need as a team to rally behind at whatever position, get the fuck out the way and somebody else take that spot.
Right,
Point blank.
right. I
You
agree
need to
with
be held accountable.
I 100% concur with you, and I'm a even.
He loves that word, concur.
Yeah,
I'm a
he
even-
loves that.
When he
concur.
found out
Hey
what
guys,
that word
before
meant.
I'm gonna put you
He's
guys
like, I
back
will
in the
use
lobby. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in the fourth quarter. All right. So the blame here, and that's a good point there because we're talking about who's to blame here, and to Chris's point here, I think that's a problem also, and I don't know if that's. I think that's a little bit between Howie and the coaching staff because I think, I believe I talked about it before, but you know we're not hitting on talent evaluation either. Like we have some people in the building that we stumbled upon. You know what I mean? I mean, I'll give credit that they were on the team in the first place. But why weren't they playing? Like, why don't we play our best players? Why? Like, if Lane Johnson comes back this week, he should start. But JP should not start left tackle. We should play our best player. Malata should be starting. And we only Malata, he should be starting. And then we only know that he could play because people got injured. But he's actually pretty good. So why wasn't he given a shot earlier than them? Fulgrim was only on this team because people got hurt. But the report said that he was doing great in training camp. Why wasn't he on the field? Why did we have to cut him? And you know, when we were lucky to get him back, somebody is misjudging talent here. And we got some of our better players sitting on the practice squad. Greg Ward, now our starting slot receiver. Fulgrim, our starting outside receiver. These are guys that were on the practice squad. And man, come on. I mean, a coach like Pete Carroll. You know what Pete Carroll did? First year, Russell Wilson was a third round drafted quarterback?
Out of Wisconsin.
He was the third round drafted quarterback. They had just, let me finish. They had just finished signing a big free agent quarterback sign. They just signed a quarterback, gave him a lot of money. Pete Carroll did not care about that. When they went to training camp and he saw Russell Wilson outperforming that guy, he started that guy. He didn't say, you know what, I gave him a lot of money, I got to start this guy. You know what? He looked at who was performing and he played the guy that was performing. Why can't we do that? And I'm not saying we're overloaded with talent. I'm just giving two examples of Fulgham, Greg Ward, Malata, and might even be some of these linebackers here that we see coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But
Listen,
whatever it is,
T.J.
that
Edwards,
I think T.J. Edwards, yeah.
he's
And
a
I know
monster.
we
Sean
don't,
Bradley.
we do not need to see
Sean
a
Bradley.
Nate Gary anymore, right?
No,
Am I right? We
Nate
don't need.
Gary is a special teams player only.
And
Period.
I'm gonna just
With a T at the end.
I'm gonna just basically piggyback off of what y'all just saying. It comes down to a point where you as a coach, either you go to coach and be a coach, or you can try to be a player's coach and be these guys' friends. You got to separate yourself from. You got
You
to
do.
separate.
You do.
It comes to a point when I first started coaching. I try to be everybody's friend because I understood the game and I just played the game but my second year when my head coach we playing against Glenn Mills and they scored 3 times in a row and my head coach looked at me, your job's to fucking stop them. I can't be no friends no more. I got to stop these guys from scoring touchdowns on me. So it comes to a point where you got to do your job and coach and put the best players in
You do.
and not the guys that you like, not the guys that are, cool with you. You got to put the best guys in to win the game. And he has to do that.
All right,
go
let me
to some
get to this
comments.
comment right here. I kept it on the screen for a purpose. Al Griffith says Wentz has played a couple of bad games, not 2 seasons of bad games. Last season he had 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and 27 TDs was the 5th most, and now he's a bum. Stop it. No, yes, no, he is a bum. Now, I mean, like right now, he is a bum. He's playing like a bum.
It is what it is.
I can't stop. I can't unsee what I've seen
lie,
the first
women lie.
8
Numbers
weeks.
don't
I
lie.
can't do it. I can't
Numbers don't lie.
unsee what I've seen. I can't do it. And the numbers don't lie.
Numbers
Women
don't
lie,
lie.
men lie, numbers
Women-
don't lie.
numbers don't
And
lie.
he's at the bottom. I mean, he's at the bottom of the league in statistical categories.
He had
I
a rookie
asked the
quarterback that throws sidearms.
Like this.
He had those sidearms.
like this. Like
He throw like Uncle Rico.
Uncle
Uncle
Rico.
Rico.
Uncle Rico.
All right? He throw like Uncle Rico. Like literally, he throws this way, right? Had more passes. Wait a minute. Let me bring this up because we're going to talk about stats. His QPR this past weekend was 29.7. It was so close to Uncle Rico's Ben Ducci's, who was 21.3. It makes no sense. Like, you should not be compared to a rookie that throws sidearm that got benched because he can't. No, I'm good. Because he can't throw a football to his playmakers. Like, I understand, Carson Wentz, you have done some great things for this organization. You have been great in the past. But you know what? In Philadelphia, we're not an organization about what you've done in the past. We're an organization about what you're doing now.
Yep.
And
Right?
you know what? And this is for everybody. He didn't wake up the first game of the season all of a sudden forget how to play football.
Mhm.
No, but we can't. We can't wait. I mean, I'm not saying we can't wait. I'm just saying that as fans, our patience is going to be a little. It's going to be a little short. You know what I'm saying? Like we cannot continue. We're 8 games into the season, and he's still playing like this. I mean,
Dante,
I understand.
I gotta
Yeah.
stop you real quick. I gotta put this comment up here. It's a back-to-back one. Gilbert, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Big pick, y'all. Damn, I miss Wawa. Hold up, I gotta put this next one up because it's
I'm
hilarious.
sick of Wawa. Yeah, I see that.
Bill Crow.
Phil said, "I'm sick of Wawa."
I'm
Whatever
sorry.
it is.
I had to put those up.
Whatever it is, we can't
man.
ignore the way this team is playing. We're Philadelphia fans, and that's just the way we are. I mean, we booed. We booed. Not Santa Claus. We booed our Super Bowl champion winning team the night that they hung the Super Bowl banner in the stadium. If y'all recall, that was the night we played against the Atlanta Falcons, and that first half we sucked, and we booed them going into halftime. That was the night where they unveiled the Super Bowl championship banner. That's how we are. Those are the type of fans we are. Now, if we can boo on that night,
blue collar,
this
bus
bull
driver,
crap.
steel workers. You know what I mean? We in the gym boxing Philadelphians. That's what we are, man. That's what we
All
are.
right. And we're also polite. So,
I'm
let me
sorry.
finish my statement before you keep cutting me off. All right, you drunk bastard.
We
Look
ain't
at
polite.
look at
You
this.
know we ain't polite.
Right. So I'm saying if we
Drink
can
water.
boo after that, this 8 games of this mediocrity, we should be able to boo this. We should be able to boo this and criticize this. This was this is crazy. Like Stephen A. said, and I'm not feeding into it because I'm not the person he's talking about. Because I will give it to Wentz, and I think he deserves it right now. Get off your high horse. Stop telling me what that you're making mistakes and do something about it. It's one simple way to stop all this. And any Eagle fan will tell you, it's one simple way to stop all of this criticism.
How you
Do
do
better.
that? Do better.
Do
Do
better.
better.
Win,
Play
Rocky.
better.
Win,
Play better. That's
Rocky.
all I'm saying. Stop after this break, and I go back to the comment earlier. What do I think about Doug Peterson bringing him in on a bye week? Damn it, that's the good thing. That's what he needs to do. But I don't know if he can do it. I don't know. Can you, like, if you are known as a player's coach or a soft coach, or can you just change stripes in the middle
It's
and be
hard.
respected? Is it?
It's
I mean,
hard.
do you look at your coach the same way if you know
Wait a
he's been
minute.
a pushover and
Wait a
all of a
minute.
sudden he'd be like, you
Nah.
guys are going to, you know what I'm saying?
Christopher Burton
I'm
has
seeing.
he has something to say about that.
All right, but Christopher's drunk too, so
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
know
put
he is
Chris on. I gotta put him on a short leash too, because Chris, you gotta think about. Watch when Chris come back on. He can hear me now, so he ain't gonna do it now. But in the last segment, Chris is trying to talk slower so he can be. You know what I mean? I know what it is because I've been doing this show a long time.
Facts.
I know how it is when you
Facts.
start drinking and you be like, all right, let me calm down and gather myself.
Facts.
Like I gotta do something. I go, all right, let me talk a little slower. Like, so,
Mhm.
but I'm ready to bring those guys in. Let me go to a couple comments and we're going to start the fourth quarter. All right, so Al says
let me
he's
in this
coming, he's
quarter.
clapping back. Okay, name one wide receiver he has had 2 seasons in a row. He has had one starting O line all season. He has played with with free agents and rookies and PS players all season.
He had
Good
Greg
point.
Ward for the
Good
past
point.
2 seasons. Greg Ward. Greg Ward's been here since 2016.
That's a great point, Al. But
2017.
my counterpoint would be that those guys are not fumbling the ball. Those guys are not making bad passes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? They're not making bad decisions with the football. He's making bad decisions with the football. So I'll give you that. Maybe I'll give you some of maybe why his stats aren't great and outstanding because he's not playing with a bunch of TOs and stuff like that. I'll give you that. But
Welcome
when
is
he goes out
TO.
there and he's taking sacks and he's throwing and he's making bad decisions and throwing it and trying to force balls in the little windows, that's not because he doesn't have great wide receivers. That's
Trying to
him
push
making
balls in
bad
little
decisions.
windows.
When he's
Dante.
throwing and you watch his footwork and he's off balance and off balance and he's making these horrible throws, that's not because T.O.'s not out there. That's
True.
because his fundamentals and mechanics are not down. So while I'm not going to put 100% on him, he has stuff to work on, and that's all I'm asking him to do is work on the things you need to work on. And Howie and Doug need to work on the things they need to work on. Howie needs to work on getting you some TO type receivers out there. Doug needs to work on coaching you better, getting in your ass when you need to get your ass chewed out. That's what they could do. But don't tell me that he's off the hook. No, he's
All
not
right,
off the
Dante.
hook.
Let me in
All
this
right.
quarter, man.
All right.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, now you can get to everybody on here and get the fourth quarter started because I know Chris was chopping at the beat. He's chopping. He's like,
Chris
yo,
is in
he's
the room
like this.
Let's
Chris, you can't handle that tequila.
First and foremost,
Yeah.
let me just say this to you guys that has been with us for since around the time that we started this show back 2016, 2017 with the video. This is real. A lot of people don't realize that when we do shots and we drinking on the show and we trying to be articulate with what we're and bring up knowledge of football. It's real. It's
Yeah,
very
this is
difficult
not water.
to do. So not a lot of people can do what we do. And you guys having a Terramata, right? Your football judgment from the beginning when we started to now might be
A little bit off.
skewed. Might be a little radical.
You're seeing how difficult it is to do this job and still be coherent by the time we get
it's
to the
difficult.
fourth quarter and make some sense of everything that we're talking about.
And imagine doing this and have to do a halftime show.
Yeah, we did a halftime show.
Which
Shout out to Joe
Shell
Gunn.
doesn't make it. He doesn't even make it to the post
Nah,
game.
I'll make it to the
We
half.
stopped doing halftime shows so that we could have a post game show, and Shell still doesn't make it to the post game. He still doesn't make it. All right. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us and being my guest shot takers tonight. This is the last
Not a
quarter.
problem, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys also for being there from day one, from day uno.
Appreciate y'all, man.
These
Appreciate
are long
y'all.
time original
y'all guys.
followers, man. We love you guys. Thank you.
Same
so
here,
much.
brothers.
Now let's drink again, okay? All right. So you are watching Eagles
I'm
talk.
taking half a shell shot.
You're
because
welcome.
I don't want to hear no
Watching
please.
Eagles talk.
Yeah.
We're in the fourth quarter here. We're about to wrap it up and continue to talk about what this team needs to work on during their bye week to come back in the second half, because the way it looks today, it doesn't look very promising. Our second half is just as it's probably more brutal than our first half as far as opponents that we have to face. So anyway, you're watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles cover show on Facebook by Eagles fans for Eagles fans, and the proof is in the pudding. We have Eagles fans right here, right now, doing live with you guys, and they're in the chat room also. So we like to enjoy our favorite adult beverage as we do this in the form of shots, and we do one at the beginning of each quarter. So let's get ready. This is Double Shot Thursday because we're not going to be on Sunday. Everybody's going to you got like 7 days to sleep it off. Get ready. I'm pouring my water.
I'm calling.
All
I'm
right.
calling out
Oh,
tonight.
my Gilbert,
I can't carry.
Gilbert.
I can't carry a gun. I'm busted.
Hey,
All right,
Gilbert,
so the first
Gilbert,
shot.
get better. I want to say this. I want to say this real quick. I just saw a message by Gilbert Rosero. Get better, man. I see you got the COVID. I know 2 people that just got diagnosed with it. So please definitely get better.
Be careful
And
out
be
here,
careful
man.
out there to everybody
You know
out
what?
there.
Love on your loved ones, man, and be careful out here, man. That's all.
Yeah,
All right, here we go. So
that COVID is real.
it is
Yes.
real. So down the hatch, first shot. 3, 2, 1.
No, we're done. Show you're done.
And I just want to say,
All right, Sal.
I finished off that bottle of Terramana Blanca, Reposado or whatever, the brown.
You do not sound. You do not.
Brown.
You do not sound. You do
I
not sound the
just
same.
finished off the tequila white Blanco.
Uh-huh.
Now for my second shot, I'm going to Jim Beam Apple.
He's not going to work.
Yeah.
He's
And
not
you
going
need
to work.
And after this, you need to go to bed. Okay. All right. Anyway, here we go. All right. Second shot down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
Yo, I love that sounder. I don't know how much y'all really understand. I love that. So I can play that any game that we play this week. I mean, it doesn't even matter if we don't play them. If we play a game, I can play this, man.
All right. Question for the fourth quarter. You guys out there, tell me, what do you guys think? What do the Eagles need to improve on during this bye week and come out in the second half of the season and be better at doing? I'm gonna
Be
start with our
healthy.
guests. Let's start with our guests. Go ahead, JT. You go ahead.
I say they need to be healthy. Carson Wentz need to pay attention to what he's doing. The defense, I really don't have no problem with the defense. I don't know why y'all have issues with them, but I don't have no problem with it. Maybe because I'm a defense man. But the defense need to continue what they doing, and I think we'll be all right on the other side.
I like that. The defense has been playing a hell of a game. And JT, what you just said, like they have been dominating. They have been blitzing way more than they have in the past 5 years since Jim Schwartz has been here. So I totally agree with what you were saying. What about you, Chris?
I say this: get healthy. Number one. Secondly, everybody needs to basically, in hood terms, knuckle up. Knuckle up.
Yes.
At every position. Because if you look at the rest of our schedule, I believe we got Cleveland next.
Yep.
No, it's
No, we got
no, it's
the Giants next.
It's the Giants
Okay,
next.
Giants. But
TJ, cut it out. TJ.
okay, but later on we got
Uh-huh.
some serious heavy hitters.
Yes, we do. We do.
Yeah.
And if we play like we did against Dallas, 4 turnovers.
We're gonna
Think
lose.
about it, 4 turnovers against the rest of our opponents.
Mhm.
It's not going to be pretty because
No.
do you think, honestly, that they're going to take our 4 turnovers and give us a little leeway where we can come back?
Hell no.
No.
No,
no.
not gonna happen.
So we need to knuckle up at every position
Mhm.
and make sure we have our plays down pat,
Correct.
where we have no loopholes, no nothing that they can wiggle through and capitalize
Yeah.
and beat us.
All
That's
right.
I mean, we just
I
gotta
agree. I agree.
Well, JT,
I agree with-
Chris, I agree with you. I know Dante is about to talk about. I want to finish this off with you guys. First and foremost, I want to say thank you. I know Dante is going to say it, but I want to say it from my heart because you know you guys are my brothers, and you know nobles. I appreciate you guys the taking your shots, Chris. I know it's difficult talking when you get a couple shots in you. JT, same thing. You've been there with us. You've been on site with us.
Yeah, you know
so
how
you
it
know
goes
how
down.
it is.
Yeah, JT travels with
So
us.
this is the
Yeah,
first
most
time with
definitely.
Chris.
He travels well.
This is first time with
He
Chris.
travels
Like,
well.
oh wow, these 4 shots got me. All right.
I've been there with you guys. I wasn't on camera, but I've been there.
JT
Yeah,
like one of
I
them old
appreciate
school Notre Dame fans. He travels well.
No. I'm more of a great Philadelphia Eagles fan.
I'm
We
sorry,
go
I'm
and take
sorry,
other
I'm
people's
sorry.
stadiums
I'm
over.
sorry. I
There we go.
apologize.
There we go.
I've been there with you guys
I
on shots,
apologize.
but I just haven't been on cam.
It's all good.
But
There
I've
you go.
been
No,
there
you
with you
good.
guys on shots, so
Yeah, you good.
I completely
And we see
understand.
the proof is in the pudding. Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
so much for hanging in
Appreciate
there
you,
and
guys.
putting up with what I just put you guys through because
Hey,
this was a
Dante,
lot
can I
to
say this,
ask you
though?
guys come on and do 2 shots and we normally
They
don't do
did like
2
8 shots.
They
Yeah,
did
go
like
drink a
8
gallon of
shots.
water.
So
Go drink a
we
gallon of
thank you,
water.
Joe. Get you some water and get you some rest. What do you have to say, JT?
I want to say this, Dante, and Pat and Shell. Us, like I told you, we was at Green Stinger. We definitely, as Eagle fans, appreciate y'all. Y'all do this for
I'm gonna
nothing.
tell him while JT's on here too. Got
Yeah,
you there.
y'all do this for nothing, and we definitely appreciate all 3 of y'all. It's all love here.
Thank you.
We thank you, man, and we do it
Before
for you
you-
guys,
before
man.
you
we
leave,
do it
I just
for
wanna-
you guys, for real.
Before you leave, I just wanted to let y'all know. I was gonna wear my hat. They actually sent it to me. I got nominated to, as one of the top coaches in the country. I'm going to be coaching in the All-American Blue and Gray game in January. I left my hat in the
Where's
car.
it gonna be at?
It's gonna be-
Congratulations.
It's going to be in Dallas. It's going to be in Dallas Stadium, Dallas, Texas.
Oh boy.
All
But,
right,
I'm-
okay.
I just want to.
Oh, I do want to say one more thing, Dante, and that's it. The COVID-19 is real.
Yes, it
My
is.
wife just got out of the hospital last Tuesday with pneumonia due to COVID. She's home. She's recovering from it. And like I said, y'all protect yourselves as much as possible. I'm not saying that y'all can't do anything, but just protect yourself, man, while y'all out there. I'm done, Dante.
JT, you know
All
what?
right, so yeah, we are going into overtime, Todd. All right, thank you
JT,
guys,
I want
man.
to say this for your wife. I'm going to take a shot for her.
Oh my God.
I'm going to take a shot for her because that's how we do.
I'm gonna do it with you. Hey,
Wait a
I'm gonna
minute,
do it with you.
wait a minute.
Oh my God. All right, I'm losing this show. All right.
It's like 9 shots. It's like 10 shots.
All right, we're going into overtime. Oh my God.
It's a 50 Cent video. It's a 50
All
Cent
right.
video. 50
Thank
shots.
you guys, man. Thank you.
Appreciate
We'll
y'all.
see you guys later, man. Thanks a lot. All right. Hey, and prayers go out to JT's wife,
JT's
man.
wife,
She's a
man.
wonderful,
Yeah,
loving
she's
She's a
woman.
great
nice.
person.
Nice
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 person. Very
person.
nice.
She travels with him. He doesn't travel by himself. She always comes with
Yeah,
him.
she
So
always comes.
our
Yeah.
prayers go out to her. Yo, so we are in the overtime here. So we are still talking about the same thing. We're talking about what this team needs to do during the bye week and how they need to correct themselves to get themselves back on track. I'll let you
Chemistry,
go, Sal. What
man.
do you think?
Go ahead.
All right,
let you
I'll,
finish.
I'll say this. First of all, they need to get back to developing the run game, the quick pass game. They did some nice screens. I like the plays they were giving the Deshaun, the reverse, the quick pitch. They can get at the Rager. because Rager can play. He has the same speed that Deshaun has. We need to do more development with that. And then
Jet suites.
jet suites,
Yes.
stuff of
Jet
that
sweeps.
nature.
I would like to see that. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
and
Go
then
ahead.
stuff of that nature, and giving Wentz an opportunity to get the ball out of his hand quick. I think that will help the offense out, and at the same time, is giving the defense an opportunity to rest. We
So wait,
only
what are you saying that the offense needs to be better coached by the head coach because he's the offensive play caller?
that
So they need a better play caller.
I just said that.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. All right.
All
Well,
right.
I mean that's good. All right. So what do you say, Pat?
Chemistry. I listen.
You concur with me?
I concur with you, man. I concur. That big ass ring. I don't have a big ass ring no more.
Where's your ring at?
It's in.
Yeah, you can put this one on.
I ain't putting that shit on. Excuse my language, y'all.
You
Just
don't-
stay here all day. I don't care if we 0-2.
You
but
don't
I
put
ain't
this
putting
Ohio
that
State ring on? Championship ring?
So listen, Bill Crow said he wanted to be. um, I'm gonna say
Bill, you're
this.
next. Bill, you're up next. All right. Go ahead.
We need to really concentrate on this bye season of creating more run plays and creating more plays for the offense. That one run play that we started the game off with Boston Scott when we had a jet motion created about 15 yards. It was 15-yard play, right? Know what happened? You could do 4 more different plays off that same jet motion.
Yes, we could.
That's what the Rams do, right? And they make it look effortlessly.
Yeah.
So not only do you do that run with Boston Scott, you do a play action next. Do you do the actual jet motion with the receiver off of that same jet motion? We need to be more creative going into after this bye week with the players that we're going to have coming off of this IR. All right, one thing for certain, two things for sure. JJ Arthega-Whiteside needs to be on it active every week. All right, I need
You
to
like
see.
him?
I said in active.
Inactive.
Oh, well, I
All
was
right.
say I thought you said active.
I said I need to see Quez
That's the
Watkins.
sign they give when you take the starting pitch out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I need.
he needs
I
to,
need-
Yeah,
I
we
need.
got
should have been out.
I need
Come on.
Quez
Shouldn't have got here.
Watkins. I need Quez
No, I'm
Watkins.
talking about
out
you,
there.
you,
Yeah, you,
mofo.
Shell.
We got
Yeah.
about to tap you out.
Yeah.
Like,
I
give me
need
the ball.
Quez
Give me the
Watkins
ball,
out
son.
there.
You
I
done,
need
son.
guys. I need guys out there that don't get enough playing time to see what they can do because the guys that's not getting much playing time are the better players. Let's be honest. Greg Ward was like that,
Mhm.
right? Boston Scott was like that,
Yes.
right?
Your
Right.
mom loves Boston Scott. She thinks he's
I was about to smack the crap out of you
What?
if you wasn't my brother. You said your mom. I was
mom.
about to smack
Yeah, you
the living crap out of you.
Yo, she said he looks just like Westbrook. Mom, my mom. I love my mom.
Anyway, Travis
she said,
Fulgham.
She said Boston Scott looks just like Westbrook.
All right, Travis
All right, we're
Fulgham.
never doing double shot Thursday.
No, we're
again.
not.
Ever.
We're not doing it.
Notes to self. We're never
Thank
doing. Even when I'm back to drinking, we're never doing double
Thank you.
shot Thursday.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Where my water at?
All right,
man?
so let me say something. Here. All right, I kind of agree. I agree
Oh,
with
man.
everything everybody said.
I'm
I think
sweating.
I think this coach needs to look in the mirror and take a gut check and then look and see that he needs to come out. And I think, like I said before, I think he treats this team like fine china. And these are football players.
Yes.
They don't get better by treating them softer. You have to go out there and you got to run them. And I'm not saying them like they're pieces of meat or anything like that, but they're football. They know what they signed up for. They're making millions of dollars to go out here and play a man's sport. So you can't treat them like fine china. So Doug, kudos to you for having them in there on the bye week because damn it, everybody can see that they need as much work as they can get. Now, hopefully in the second half, we can get healthier. We need that. We definitely need to get healthier. So, as much as we kill Carson Wentz, he's not been playing with his full arsenal of weapons. Not that he has a lot more receivers coming back or anything like that. But he has been playing with a depleted offensive line. So if that
Yes.
offensive line could just get healthier than it's been in the first half, I think that'll be a huge help. Doug Peterson can also help out Carson Wentz by being a little tougher on him and giving him some plays to work with. His play calling has not been in a good rhythm in play calling, and they're not. What can I say?
They're not in rhythm with the game.
No.
They're
They're
not
not in rhythm with the
imaginable.
game.
They're not innovative or
Yes.
anything like that. How do you
They're
bring in a brain
they're
trust,
they're predictable. They're predictable.
offensive minds, and nothing changes on the offense? You brought in. You said you not. Well, you tried to hire offensive coordinator, but nobody would take the job. So instead, you surround yourself with a brain trust of offensive minds, but yet nothing's changed. These plays look just like they looked last year when you didn't have all these
They
people. So
look
either
worse.
you're not listening to them or they're not good. What is it? Because you brought them in to help develop better plays. I don't see the better plays. So either you're not listening to them or they're not any good. But in any manner, that has to change. We need better offensive play calling and plays so we can get this, we can take advantage of whatever we have. And we haven't had a lot. We haven't, Miles Sanders has been hurt a great deal of the first half of the season. So that I know that handcuffs you in the running game. Boston Scott is pretty good, but he can only do so much. He was doing okay on last week, but
Man, he was
I don't know.
averaging almost in the first 7 carries. He was averaging 6.7 yards a
Yes,
carry.
yes. So I don't know why you go away from that. So
6.7. He
come
went
on.
through 4 carries. He had almost 50 yards. You don't go away from that. Why
Now
do you
you
go
help.
away from that?
That's how you help out your
Why do you not?
quarterback.
Why do you need to prove that you have a guy that's capable of winning the game with his arm? You don't need that. If you can win the game on the ground, then I'm asking you a question, Dante. Didn't different Broncos who was in 1998 and 99 in 1999 when they had arguably the best running game in pro football?
That's why I wore
period.
number 30.
How many times John Elway got back there and said, "I need to throw the ball"? 0 times. He said, "I wanted to hand the ball off to Terrell Davis
That's how.
Right.
every single chance
That's why
I
I
could
wore
get."
the number 30 because of
All
Terrell
right,
Davis.
let's go to Al. Al Griffith says, I have a great question. What would happen if Wentz was on the Rams and Goff was here? What would happen? You know
It'd
what
be
would
the same
happen? Wentz
outcome.
would be a superstar. You know why? And I'm not saying because he has more weapons, but he would have a offensive genius as his coach.
It'd be the
He would
same
have a
outcome, man.
coach that would get in his ass when he needed to get into.
Oh yeah.
That coach out there, McVay, coaches a lot differently
He
than
don't care.
He did.
He don't
McVay
care.
don't
You
care.
know what I'm saying?
McVay don't
Golf,
care.
and if Golf was here, Golf
McVay
would be trash.
McVay would cut his mother. You hear me?
Yes, McVay don't play. Hey, I just rhymed. Okay, all right. So anyway, look, I agree. Wentz would be a superstar. He would be a superstar. Now, to pull back and to give you some positive light on Wentz, in the first 5 years of Peyton Manning's career, he led the league in turnovers
and
himself.
interceptions.
And interceptions. So
Yeah, that's Peyton
I
Manning,
mean,
though.
and
It's
I
a
think
different
his
mindset.
career
We
came out to
talking
be
about a whole different
okay.
mindset.
So there is some hope.
Okay, Hall of
You
Fame.
talk about a
He
different
said
mindset.
okay.
He had Marvin Harrison majority of his career.
Yeah.
Like,
And the
like
crazy
Carson Wentz
part,
has
if I
had.
Yeah,
would've
but what
Besides Greg
If I would have went
Ward,
to Syracuse,
besides
I should
Greg
have went
Ward,
to Syracuse. I would have played with him.
I don't care about
well,
that.
that's
Besides
that's
Greg
making my
Ward,
point. He threw the most interceptions with a Marvin Harrison,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
said he
yeah.
had Marvin Harrison the majority of his career, and he
Yeah.
led the league in interceptions.
he
Wentz
did.
has a way less receivers as far as talent.
Marvin Harrison should be in the Hall of Fame.
He is in the
So
Hall
what
of
does
Fame.
that say about
Yo, you are blasted. It's time to end the show. He said Marvin Harrison should be in the Hall. Dude went in the Hall of Fame like 3 years ago. He went in before T.O.
All right, so what I'm
sorry,
saying, there's some room for improvement. There's some room for improvement for Wentz, and hopefully he can get it together. I hope that this coaching
He
staff
said you're blasted.
will be hold him accountable. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
Hold him accountable.
Especially this
And
bye
if
week.
not, I'm sorry. It's just this. You have to break it up. I mean, I'm not ready to break up the players, but you have to break up the staff.
Staff, yeah.
The staff might have to be broken up. I love Doug. I always appreciate him for winning the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
But we can see some deficiencies in coaching. He wanted to hold on to them bums last year when the front office made him get rid of those guys. Then they bring in a whole new brain trust, and the offense still sucks. It still sucks.
They're terrible.
Come
I
on,
want
so
to do this. I want to do this before we end the show. I know we're in overtime. We normally don't do this. I see that we still have JT. We still have Chris on there. To you, Dark Knight. Before we end the show, I want to see if they have anything to say before we close out.
No, we ain't doing that.
Okay, all right, we good.
I mean, I love
Appreciate
you guys, man. I love you guys.
Yeah.
We just did a 15, 20-minute farewell to these guys. You guys, we're not doing Double Shot Thursday again.
I'm not
We
doing
just
double
had a
shot.
whole.
I'm
That's why we're
good.
in overtime. Is
Because
because
of
we
the
did 10 minutes on letting them speak and you guys tossing them flowers and all that. So we're not doing another 10 minutes of you drunkards on the air. I'm
say
sorry.
You say
Look,
drunkards?
he went through the Bible.
Drunkards. All right, look, man. Thank you guys for tuning
Now
in.
he gonna talk
Thank
trash
you.
because he ain't drinking this
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
I
yeah.
know. I
That's how I
can
felt.
That's how I
see
felt
because
all
I
last
can see
month.
so clearly now.
Yeah,
I can
that's how I
see
felt
so
last
clearly.
month. That's how
I
I
may
felt last
stay
month.
on the wagon just to keep
Yo,
the show
make sure
on track.
Make sure when I come on ESPN in January, y'all watch me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, make sure you lose that weight. Love you, bro.
All right, yeah. You know the TV adds 10 pounds. You know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us, man. Gilbert is saying Makers Mark. Todd says I am. Jeremy is in the chat room also. But thank you guys. Enjoy your football week off. We have a bye also, so I can just lay in the bed. I don't have to get up on Sunday. Oh, this is great. I can't wait. I'll see you guys next Thursday on Eagles Talk. We don't have a review, but we'll be doing our Eagles Talk next Thursday. Same bat channel, same bat time. Until then, man, Dante the Dark Knight for my co-host, the Sandlin Boys, Shell and Pat, and our guest shot takers, JT and Chris Burton. We're out of here. Peace.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback crack, yo, sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Can't hit him, 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 listen, 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 hit him, listen. It's Eagles Talk Live, let's talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's beat the squad. Big Pat, Shell, and Dante the Dark Jive. Drop the stats on